forecast first. Sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Well, we're tracking some thunderstorms across parts of central Illinois here tonight. Pretty little storm here into portions of northern Edgar County, right on the Edgar-Vermilion County line near Chrisman. You guys are really getting a good storm there. And then stretching there along Highway 36, you're talking about Newman, and then stretching into portions of Indiana. Now, as we look at the wider view of things, there are some additional storms, but the coverage is not huge. You can see the severe weather is technically out into portions of Indiana here at this point, but we are still watching as a line that could develop. Where it's not raining, it is really hot. Still 90 in Champaign, but it feels like 99. Heat index values over 100. We've had that for much of this afternoon. Some isolated storms this evening, then things clear out. We'll talk about cool down that is set to move in coming up. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
What Brent Christensen's father said on the stand as he tried to save his son's life.
He's accused of killing his pregnant girlfriend and then going on the run with their daughter in the car. How police say he took her life.
It's just something that's touching how the three of us clicked.
And he was a king to many, why he will also be remembered as a friend and mentor.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 6.
It was another emotional day of testimony. Brent Christensen's father told the jury he couldn't bear to see his son put to death. Good evening, I'm Paul Cicchini.
And I'm Jennifer Roscoe. Michael Christensen says his son has too much to offer to die. Brent Christensen kidnapped and killed U of I scholar Ying Zhang 2 years ago. He faces life in prison or the death penalty. Now, yesterday, Zhang's family told the jury they don't know how they will go on without her. WCIA 3's Aaron Eads was in the courtroom this morning. Aaron, today started with yet another motion for a mistrial.
Yeah, Jennifer, I've lost count of how many times the defense has called for that. This time it was over a juror who walked out of the courtroom yesterday when she was crying. The judge denied that motion, saying they already talked to the juror and worked that situation out. Then it was on to another emotional day in court. Michael Christensen told the court his marriage with his wife broke down because of her alcohol abuse and that Brent has suffered from night terrors all his life. Michael said he tried to give his kids a good upbringing because he didn't have the most caring father when he grew up. He says he still loves and talks to Brent, even though he knows he's a murderer. The defense asked Michael what he would say about his son's crimes. Starting to cry, he said, quote, "I'm sorry my son was the cause of their pain." At that point, Brent also started crying hard into his hands. Now, the defense also called Brent's other relatives and childhood neighbors and childhood friends this afternoon. They say he was a good, normal kid and detailed his family history of alcohol abuse. One of his uncles said a death sentence would absolutely destroy Brent's mother. Now, the defense's case is expected to last several more days. Expert witnesses are scheduled to testify on Friday and Monday. Live in Peoria, Aaron Eads, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
And interesting, Aaron, at 5, you said how the Zhang family walked out during this testimony?
They did. They walked out during the father's testimony this morning, at least Rongal, Zhang's father, and her brother did briefly. They did come back in later during the afternoon, but they sat one row behind, whereas they've been in the first row for the rest of the trial so far.
Yeah, maybe they don't want to hear it. Okay, thank you so much. Now, every day we are updating you on what happens in the courtroom in even greater detail than what we can bring you here. Download our WCIA News app to get all of the latest updates and alerts. And a follow-up for you, the man accused of killing his pregnant girlfriend could be sentenced to 100 years behind bars if convicted. Yeah, police say Devin Barger shot 22-year-old Samantha Cushing in the face with a shotgun. He made his first court appearance this morning in Shelbyville. Barger is facing charges of first-degree murder and intentional homicide of an unborn child. Cushing was 6 months pregnant. Police say Barger shot her and then took off. He was spotted in Effingham County. Barger then led authorities on a car chase to Taylorville, where he was taken into custody. Barger and Cushing's 3-year-old daughter was in the car with him at the time. In court, the state's attorney says the child told police she saw blood around her mom. During his bond hearing, the judge asked he be placed in a seat far from public seating for safety reasons. Barger will be taken back to the Department of Corrections. He had been on parole for charges dating back to March 2017, including gun possession, aggravated battery against police, and fleeing.
One person is dead after a single truck crash in Edgar County. It happened on Lower Terre Haute Road in Paris just before 1:30 today. The Edgar County coroner said a 24-year-old man was killed at the scene after the truck and trailer rolled over. He was the passenger. His name's not been released. The driver, 24-year-old Brett Bell of Paris, will be okay. Police say neither man was wearing a seatbelt.
We have an update on last night's crash on I-74 in Champaign County. A Bloomington woman has now been charged with DUI. It happened between Champaign and Mahomet. State police say 23-year-old Ayanna Britt drove her car off the road and rolled over into a ditch. Britt, a man, and an 8-year-old girl were taken to the hospital. They were seriously hurt but should be okay. A library indicator is helping people find solutions to problems, but the answers won't always be found in a book.
Yeah, the Decatur Public Library has a social worker. It's a service they've never offered before, but they're hoping to continue for years to come. WCIA 3's Jamie Mays is live with us. So, Jamie, why is this something the library decided to offer?
Paul, one of the librarians says they've had people come in and ask for help managing depression, mental health, or addiction. They just didn't have the knowledge to fully help until now. This is a pilot program. A social worker comes a few times a month and offers advice for people looking for resources in the community. It just started last month. The librarian says so far only a handful of people have come in to ask for help, but they're hoping to reach even more.
Create a safe space for these people to come and get the assistance they need and just improve quality of life for anyone and everyone that we can, because a lot of times it's just getting the right people connected.
The social worker comes in for a few hours. They have a few more sessions scheduled for this month. They hope to have a more regular schedule in the future, and they're already working on getting more student social workers who are interested in coming in to help out. Paul?
It's really an incredible and unique service to be offered at a library.
Yeah, it definitely is.
All right, Jamie, thanks. Well, we told you last night how some country music fans are planning to boycott the DuQuoin State Fair next month after Governor Pritzker pulled the plug on a band called the Confederate Railroad. Today, in his first public comments since the announcement, Pritzker explained why he booted the band from the State Fair lineup.
We're talking about a band that has as its emblem the Confederate flag. The Confederate flag is a symbol of not just slavery, but of treason against the United States. It's also a symbol of murder, of kidnapping, of rape. That's what happened under the banner of the Confederate flag many years ago in this country. It is today a symbol of racists, of white nationalists, of the alt-right. And so I do not think that the state of Illinois should be sponsoring something that is amplifying that symbol.
Some protesters called on the governor to cancel the scheduled performance of Snoop Dogg at the State Fair in Springfield. The governor defended the rapper's album cover art depicting a dead President Trump as political satire and said there's, quote, an enormous difference between the rapper's political opinions and the country band's use of the Confederate flag.
Danville has lost another person very important to the city, whose passing is going to leave a huge gap in the fight against violence.
Also tonight, have you heard that sound before? It's actually not intended for you.
Recap of today, high temperature, look at this, 90. Well, it didn't show up. I was going to say 90 and wait for that number. It's what I usually do, but okay. 90s, it's off the charts. It's not even registering. All right, strong storms. We'll talk about that, a brief cool down and a long stretch of heat coming up.